So we have a week until Silent Hill 2 Remake comes out, and I'm really bored. And the way that I play games is that I play entire franchises for the most part in a row. And there are certain franchises at the moment that I kind of want to play, but I'm definitely not finishing within a week. Metal Gear Solid, Yakuza, Red Faction, Resident Evil. There's tons of stuff that I want to play, but nothing in the time frame that I have available to me. Especially considering like 3 days after Silent Hill 2 Remake comes out, we got the Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. So those two are the next big hitters coming up next. And as such, I'm going to record a playthrough of one of my favourite games of all time. It's only been a few weeks since I last played through it, to be honest. Borderlands 1. I think it's an underappreciated game. Everybody loves Borderlands 2. I love Borderlands 2. But I don't think Borderlands 1 gets the love that it deserves. So it's a game that I probably play through 2-3 times a year. Granted, every playthrough is 2 playthroughs because of the way Borderlands works. But I've got a week to kill, and I want to play something that's relaxed, something I know inside out, something I know that I can definitely finish within that week. Granted, I'm not going to play the entire Borderlands franchise because there's probably not enough time to do that, because it would be what? Borderlands the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 would be 3 playthroughs, Borderlands 1 is 2 playthroughs, Borderlands 3, and then Tiny Tina's... There'd be too much. Anyway, we're gonna start Borderlands 1 in the old style of my gamelog video, so hopefully people prefer that to the screen-recorded stuff, because I prefer that. And let's go begin, shall we? The Borderlands franchise is absolutely one of my favourite franchises of all time, so you better believe that I'm really excited for Borderlands 4 that's supposed to be coming out. I don't know, is it next year? Next year might be a pretty stacked game, a pretty stacked year for game releases, which is cool, because I think that this year's been kind of slow. Like, in the middle of this year, I don't remember the last thing that I bought that was brand new. But, yeah. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition on PlayStation 4, I think that it does have some issues in that the textures appear to just go away eventually, and the only way to get them back is to... hang on, I don't think that music's allowed. The only way to get them back is to close the game and reopen it, and with how long my PlayStations tend to be, that always ends up being a problem. But let's begin. Okay, so in my last playthrough of Borderlands 1, I used Lilith, whose preferred skills are SMGs, and she ends up being... She's probably, without doubt, the most powerful character in the game. But for this playthrough, I'm going to use my second favourite, which is Mordecai the Hunter. So, snipers, revolvers, melee, that sort of thing. Okay, because we're playing a special edition version of the game, we should start off with... No. Okay, so we start off with 2 Gearbox legendary weapons. I really wanted the shotgun, because it typically comes with a good melee on it. But the Silent Night sniper rifle is great too, because it will one-shot headshot nearly anything that we're going to run into. So, straight away we've got 2 very nice weapons. But in reality they'll get quickly underpowered pretty fast. It's okay. What's in the box? What's in the box? Nothing. Nothing of use, but we'll take it because it's money. Although there will come a point in the game where we're so inundated with money that we don't have anything to use it on anymore. For anybody wondering about the DLCs, I will do the Zombie Island DLC, I will do the Claptrap Robo Revolution DLC, and I'll do the Secret Armory of General Knox DLC. I will not be doing the Mad Moxie DLC, because that's an arena-based thing, and there's no reward for it, there's no story, it is literally just wave after wave of people. Anyone that's ever tried to do the Platinum for this game knows that you have to spend hours and hours and hours in that game mode, and it's just not my thing, I don't care. So, yeah, we'll do the 3 other DLCs, but granted, the level scaling in this game kind of doesn't work too well with the DLCs, like... If you do everything you can in this game, a lot of what you can do will quickly become pointless. Because obviously, every enemy in the game has an amount of XP they give you, every mission in the game has an amount of experience they give you, and the higher up of a level you become, the more insignificant the lower levels of experience also give you. And that means that if you're doing a quest that's a few levels beneath you, it'll give you so little experience that it's entirely pointless to do in the first place, if that makes sense. But we'll try. Yeah... So what I typically tend to do is I typically do all of the main quests and side quests in playthrough 1, and then in playthrough 2 I ignore the side quests and do the DLCs to get the levels there instead. That way I've technically done all the content. Because, like I said, in Borderlands, there's 2 playthroughs, any given playthrough. Right then, let's test out our rifle, shall we? Like I said, these guns, very overpowered for this early in the game. We're supposed to have just this crappy sniper. But it won't matter either way. Level 2, because we killed them quick enough, we've got a challenge. Nice. Notice how this is not Claptrap, by the way. This is not Jack Black, anyway. Because this is the Claptrap that was the legit one before something dramatic behind the scenes happened and the voice actor left. A lot of people were like, why didn't the original voice actor come back for the film? And it's because the original voice actor didn't even come back for Borderlands 3. There was some, like, drama with, I think, the creative lead of Gearbox or something like that. I don't really follow behind the scenes game stuff much. Just I like playing games, you know, playing games and watching like 6 hour long retrospectives about games. That's my style. This is absolutely shredding people. Absolutely wrecking them. We might hit level 3 in a sec if I can get these guys done quick enough. Really? No level 3? Okay. You know, back on the topic of next year there being tons of games coming out, that could provide a problem for me. Because obviously, I like playing new games the day they come out so that I can make videos about them pretty rapidly. But then I also struggle in the lead up to games coming out with knowing what to play. Like right now, the reason I'm playing Borderlands is because it's a game that I know that I can handle in the time frame that I have allotted to me, considering we've got a week until Silent Hill. Like, between Silent Hill and Dragon Ball, we're going to have a pretty busy few weeks there. But, like, the I, I, I almost find more peace in myself when I know that I've got nothing to look forward to because I can make my own schedule, whereas games releasing gives me a schedule. Does that make sense? Like, earlier this year when I was doing Ratchet and Clank and the Spider-Man games, it was a case of I did those on my own time and I wasn't concerned about anything new coming up. It wasn't until Wukong that came out like a month ago that there was something to plan for, and then Dead Rising. And then, yeah, we've got a pretty backloaded end of the year, really. You know, I think I genuinely know my way around the map of Borderlands 1 better than I do my actual hometown. Probably says something about how often I leave the house, really, doesn't it? And there's some sort of feedback loop in my head where every single time I play Borderlands, I also want to play Fallout backwards and forwards, because they're also some of my favourite games ever. And I love games where you get experience for kills. Like, Skyrim's level system's cool and all, where you use stuff to get stuff, but I much prefer the whole, what's the word? The experience system for Fallout, where you get levels for stuff instead. It's just, I don't know, more me. I like experience for a kill rather than, what's the word? Whatever Skyrim's system is, I don't know. Although, I am due a Skyrim playthrough. I think Skyrim was the last game that I played in my childhood bedroom. I did that on purpose, which means that it's now been over 2 years. Because on my gamelog, where I keep track of everything I've played and beaten, I put the house move in there, because I lived in that room for 18 years, something like that. And it's a weird one to think that there was a start and end to that, and there was a start and end to this. Interestingly, I think the first game that I played in this house was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from like 2020 or 2020. No, that would have been 2022, wouldn't it? Yeah, maybe? I have no idea anymore. Oh, also we hit level 5, so now we get our action skill, which is Bloodwing. We can chuck a bird out that does damage, and as we upgrade further, we'll do stuff. But it accesses our skill trees now, which is going to be lovely. There's a lot of stuff in here that's very helpful. Probably going to go down the gunslinger route first, and then work our way. We'll respec into this, because basically, Trespass is very powerful. Bullets ignore shields completely once that is 100% maxed out, which makes us a lot stronger. But for the early game, Lethal Strike gives us an extra like 500% melee damage, which can stack like multiplicative somehow. Yeah, we'll see. The game isn't exactly difficult, provided you stay on level. I've seen some people say in my comment sections before when I've talked about Borderlands that they were always going down too fast and dropping, and it's typically a level-based thing. Enemies get multipliers if they're at levels above you, and you get levels above them, you get multipliers. If you're on the same level, there's no multiplier. So if you're going up against an enemy that's a couple of levels ahead of you, you'll get shredded fast. But on that same flip side, if you do manage to take them down, you do get quite a big experience boost. So it helps catch you up to their level faster. It's going to be an interesting point of contention to see how people react to me switching back to recording the TV with my camera versus actually screen capturing, but I think that I make better videos when I do this. I think that, I don't know, I think my commentary is better. I think that my like tone is better. I don't know. There's something about, it's a behind the scenes thing where the actual setup for filming with a screen capture and the stopping and the starting and the saying what I'm gonna say, I don't know, it's just a lot easier when it's a camera that I just press a button on versus like my PC, because obviously in between these clips that you guys are seeing, which are all just like spliced together in the end, I'm like watching a video, I'm watching some dude, can you beat RE4 with only the red 9? You know, like, this is how I chill. Whereas when I've got OBS open instead of that and I'm stopping and starting, it's like, it's not got the same feel to me when I do it. Like, when I did Dead Rising Remaster, it was cool and all, but yeah, it's I don't see myself being able to do that long term and still having the same satisfaction from the amount of games that I play. You know, I like that I have background noise as well while I'm playing, especially with stuff like this that I've done a million times before, but I just find extreme fun in the gameplay. For those that are wondering what Borderlands is about, realistically the plot is very thin. There's a vault, there's treasure in the vault, we need to get 4 pieces to unlock the vault, off you go. But realistically what the actual game is about is the gameplay loop of looter shooter. This was probably one of the first big looter shooters before Destiny was ever a thing, or the current trends where everything has to have just all the loot ever. But yeah, I love Borderlands. So as we go, we'll get better weapons. At some point, we'll replace this gun that is obviously just shredding stuff right now, but it won't at some point. Like, as you can tell, things are already starting to take a couple more hits. We're about to hit level 6. We're actually over leveled by 1 level. Usually you hit level 5 when you take out the boss we're about to take out. But because I've got a few challenges unlocked from just killing things quick or with explosive damage where I wouldn't normally have an explosive weapon yet. There's level 6. There's also quite a lot of gore in this game, which is fun. There's another challenge, Skag Slayer. So that was an extra 1000 XP. Right, what shall we put the point into? Critical hit damage, yeah. So that's an extra 6% critical hit damage per level. Nice. You hit the capstone of one of these skill trees at like level 20 or so, which will be in about an hour and a half-ish. Okay, so our first little boss of the game, granted, it is a starter boss, so he's not going to do much to us. Mr. Nine Toes and his 3 balls. But, yeah, he's half dead already. Where's his little skags? Because I keep killing him quick enough they don't spawn. And they drop some stuff, so I want them. Right, now we can finish him off. There you go, that's him done. Off you go. You're done. And now you. Lovely. A repeater that's bad, and another repeater that's bad. Fantastic. The clipper from him. The chest over here. What's going to be in this chest, do we reckon? Come on. Still nothing of value. Level 0 as well. Like at the top of the gun card, it will tell you the level of the weapon, and if there's no level stated, it's a level 0 weapon. Which technically the weapon I'm using is a level 0 weapon, but it's one of the Gearbox legendaries, so it's still strong. But yeah, back on the topic of recording my TV like this, the vibe that I'm kind of trying to give off with this is that, like, it's as if you guys are sat on the sofa next to me while we play through a game old school style. Like, you know when you're younger and you'd have your mates around and you'd pass the controller over and play through games and stuff like that. I used to love doing that. It was a good old time. I'm quite a nostalgic person. Just last night I went down the rabbit hole of looking at how many of like my childhood cartoons had got DVD releases, and it's shockingly few of them, and it really bothers me. Like, I would love a DVD box set of like Codename Kids Next Door, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, all of Fairly Odd Parents, Shaman King, like just so much stuff that is just lost to time. I also think it's dead interesting how as kids we watch stuff that's way older than we realise. Like, if you watch Boomerang at all when I was a kid, everything you're watching there is like 30, 40 years old. And I love that. That's cool to me. Like, there's surprising, like, people my age, so I'm 26, you will have watched Wacky Races, I'm sure. There was like 17 episodes of that in like 1968 or something like that. It's crazy old, and there's not much of it, but it felt like there was tons of it, right? I love nostalgia. Anyway, we leveled up again. That's another 6% crit hit damage. Now we can check the bounty board and get our first few side missions. But anyway, I'm trying to bring back that nostalgic feeling with these playthroughs that I do with this style of camera. Granted, I think it's going to make it harder for me to grow, because I think there's a ton of people who probably just will see the way that I film these and immediately go, yeah, no, I'm not watching that. But the ones that do, I think will stick around, and that's kind of cool. Okay, first series of side quests now. We've got a boss to kill over here, we've got 9 things to collect over there, and another one to collect up there. A lot of these I don't really even need to put on my active quest tracker, because I just know where each thing is. Especially right now, this early game that I've probably done 10 million times. In fact, I think that once this playthrough is over, this is like my 21st playthrough of Borderlands 1 in the last 5 years. Like, no exaggeration there. I'm pretty sure that when I finished it again a few weeks ago, that it was my 20th or something like that. We'll have a look once this is done and we're checking out and putting it on the game log. I just picked up this fire sniper, which might actually come in handy against this boss if we can light him on fire before he comes anywhere near us. Scar over here. Hang on. It fires very slowly. And the bullets are real projectiles, so this is not going well. Here he comes. Oh, that crit really didn't... Oh, you are getting wrecked. And he is slightly burning. Go on, Bloodwing. What do you do? Nothing. Nothing of help. Anyway. Boss fight done. Ooh, hello. Right, hang on. That is a nice little upgrade. We'll have a look at what that was in a sec. Once I put my next point into crit hit damage. 18% now. A burning SMG. 3 times fire. 6.4 fire rate. This is going to come in good handy against all of these fleshy skags that we're dealing with right now. What's in the box? Literally nothing useful. 100% melee damage on that might be cool, especially once we get Lethal Strike. But yeah, we'll probably get better options. Right, next, like I said, being able to light stuff on fire and do damage over time in this area is going to be very helpful because we're going to start dealing with much higher level and larger skags. And the DPS of fire damage in Borderlands 1 stacks for each time you manage to ignite someone. So, like, it can get very, very powerful. Like, we should come out of this next area at, like, nearly level 10-ish. Because typically around here we fight our first badass enemy, which, it's how it sounds. They're just lots more powerful. Regular enemies. But look at the fire damage. Hang on. See, I even have to shoot him now. He's just going to burn to death. Okay, boys. So if we can just get some ignites and then run away, you know, problem solved. Conserve ammo, because we don't exactly have massive ammo storage yet. What's in the box? This one usually gives over-leveled stuff that we can't use yet. Level 5 and level 5, so it didn't this time. Okay. Well, I just hit level 9, and we still haven't actually encountered any badasses down here, which is really weird. Typically by now there's been at least one, either outdoors or in the area I've just ran through. Maybe up here, sometimes, but it's just weird that there hasn't been one. And kind of sad too, because they drop cool stuff and are good for levels and stuff like that. Anyway, this should be the last one of that mission. Yep, that's now ready to turn in. So right now we've got 2 completed side missions and a third that we're about to finish. What's in the box? Still nothing. Okay, let's turn in some missions and see if we get some cool stuff. So I think, I've never gotten it, and I've seen Jolt's dude say that it's possible, so it must be because he's the god of Borderlands. That this has a chance of dropping a hybrid. TK's Wave, it's the green one, not the blue one, but it's a bit of crap shotgun either way. And a sniper that I probably won't use, but there's level 10 and a half, and that maxes out deadly. So next up, we got Righteous Remedy or Lethal Strike. We'll do... Actually, I don't know. Healing or melee damage? We'll go melee damage, because it is pretty powerful. We're also at the point now where, you know I was talking about the level modifiers? Like, these level 2 skags versus me at level 10, I don't get any experience for taking them down anymore. Because, yeah, that's what I'm saying about how when you do side stuff, you can overpower areas. We'll see later. Turning in. Shield. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but right now there is a siren going off in the background, and you know, I only ever notice the sirens when I'm filming, and it's like more than you'd think. More often than is reasonable, there are sirens near me. It makes me think, what sort of area do I actually live in when all I hear every day is sirens? I'm often awake quite late at night, and I'm like, yep, there's more, and I'm like, oh, good lord, this is the first. Like, that's a level 12 enemy that I just shot at there. So if you didn't do the side stuff, yeah, this would be near impossible, because you wouldn't be on level. But once again, fire coming in clutch, along with the extra crit damage that we're doing. Where's Bonehead? Drop your shreddy. Drop something cool. Hang on. Where are you? Get out of my face. Right, you. Be cool. Not really. So if anyone's watched the Borderlands film, you know, all 3 of you, you know when they go through Piss Wash? This is that in the game. There's this ramp here. You jump over. That was Piss Wash Gully. Hope that helped. This is interesting. A random enemy I just dropped a Fury. So Furies have incredible fire rates. 14.6 fire rate. And the character we're playing as, he is supposed to be a dude that uses pistols. We're early enough in the game where the build really doesn't need to lean towards anything in particular. But, yeah. Hang on. I thought you'd survive that. Yeah, this fires lots of bullets per second. Like, that was 10 shots. Decent reload. So it's got good DPS. No element on it. If there was an element on it, it would make it way stronger. But yeah. And now we collect some more side quests. Because like I said, I'm going to try and do all the side quests in playthrough 1. And then I'll do the DLCs in playthrough 2. Return to Z. And then we should be able to get some more side quests after that. Can we now equip 3 weapons? Is that what that was? Yeah, it was. Nice. We can now equip 3 at once. Okay, we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests active. This one down here, Shock Crystal Harvest, is one of the best ways to level up, but we're not going to be able to survive it yet. It's a bit of a meme, the Borderlands is a collectathon, go here, pick this up sort of thing, but it's true. Pretty much every side quest is go here, pick this up. Go here, kill these things. But when you really boil it down, is most quests in most games can be considered that. This one I'm doing right now is one of the more annoying side quests, and there's like 3 of the same one throughout the game. The journal entries, where we've got to go around collecting certain things. It's not fun. Oh, hello. Badass gag. And he's on level. He'll go down fast though, because we have some pretty strong weapons right now. Especially if we get crit hits like that. Did he drop anything cool? I don't think he did. Let's just drop the skags around him. That Spitter Skag dropped a better shield by nearly double. Plus a 30% health boost. Lovely. The Badass Skag, however, dropped nothing of relevance. Fantastic. Turn in 2 quests here. Nice. And then a few more over here. And in our next side quest, before we leave, we need to gain like 4 levels. So, taking 3 more with us. Okay, let's see how easy or hard of a time we're going to have in here. So these guys are 3 levels above us, but they take extreme damage if you can shoot their eye. And especially with our crit hit bonuses. Each one of these will give us, like, there you go, 1000 XP per. So we'll quickly level up from taking these things down, and there's tons of them through here, and some alpha skags as well, which are some of the strongest skags that we're going to run into. It's just a case of don't let them hit you, because they will wreck you. If I had a shotgun, this would be a lot easier, because I'd be able to hit the eye way more consistently. But 1 more of these should level us up. And again, we're taking severe penalties right now to damage because of the fact that they're like several levels above us. There we go, that's level 13. Now we'll go down quicker. See? Way quicker. See, that's what I mean about the penalties. Alright, level 13. And then there's a whole nest of alpha skags, which are the biggest, baddest skags, which I don't think I could take out if I didn't have a fire weapon, to be honest. But we'll see. Because once they ignite on fire, that's a ton of damage we can do to them. It's just a case of there are loads of them. But again, good experience. They take like no damage from the front, except for in their mouth, which if they roar at you, hammer it. But look at my health, I'm about to go down. There we go. Right, one of you needs to drop. Fire did that for me. Nice. Without fire, with how weak I am right now, these guys would be a problem. So we got quite lucky with this SMG drop. Uh-oh. If this guy... We might be in trouble. We might not. Unless we get some crit hits, I think we're going down. I think it's my first death. I think that's it, yep. So, the penalty for death is you lose, I think, 20% of all the money you've got. So that was 2,000. Great. We'll get them all, though. We're nearly level 14. Okay, now we're in trouble. The badass corrosive skag. So, yeah, there are elemental skags as well as elemental guns, and obviously if we hadn't a corrosive gun, it wouldn't work on him. We are in trouble unless he does that. Yeah, we should be alright now, because we can... Bro. Drop something cool for... Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, we should just be able to finish you off too. Yeah. And he still dropped nothing cool. I swear in this version of the game, badasses are supposed to be way more likely to drop purples. And just nothing. But we are level 14 now. Guys, there's another one. This is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, and there's an alpha behind him. Yeah, see, this is why you end up coming out of here so high level. Or with so many extra levels, because it's just not an easy area. But by the time we leave, it will be an easy area. I'm out of ammo. Which is bad, because I need ammo to deal with him. Uh-oh. Well. Not good. Ammo, anyone? Okay, so we left those caverns at level 17. So what was that? 5 levels we gained within there, which is nice because that actually just puts us about on level. For some reason, the side quests around here don't really get you on level with the missions that are upcoming. So realistically, just running through that cavern like twice, just killing everything in your path, will. Okay, speaking of arena combat, like in that one DLC that I'm not doing, we've got a few of those to do right now just to get to some more side quests done. Granted, the first couple of these we're quite over level 4, but we also got this nice new shotgun while we were down there. It's okay. It does things. Not much though. It was just helpful for dealing with the crab worms. Once again, the Alpha Skags need the fire weapon to make them easily, or the super stab that I have now. Okay, so if we didn't get some levels from what we were doing just now, this area we're in would be getting quite hard because we're going to have to deal with some boss Skags here that are like level 15 or so. They're elemental alphas, so like really hard to kill, or at least theoretically. Speaking of alphas, these guys do nothing. Where are these? Where's Mo and Marley? You're on fire. Barely even shot you. You're done. The flying enemies are so annoying. They don't do anything. They're just in the way. Where is Mo and Marley? Right, Marley will be the easier one because he can get lit on fire. He's a badass shock skag. But again, imagine we came in here at level 12. We would not be able to beat him. Mo, however, is a badass fire skag, which means my burning hit them trick will not work. Which is bad. Very bad. So we'll try and do Marley first. Oh, great. And now there's a badass fire skag in the fight as well. So we've got... And an alpha skag. Great. Just fantastic. And I'm out of ammo. Life gets better. I'm so not surviving this. Adult skag, come here. I want at least Mo. Come on, Mo. Marley even. Right, that's one. What did you drop? Something helpful? So that was something cool. That is a nice revolver. We should be able to use that on everybody else. Guys, we just got really lucky. We got a masher. So what a masher is it absolutely replaces a shotgun. And for the character I'm playing, perfect. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, hang on. Right, so we also got a Torment, which is another machine pistol. Okay, we'll take you, because you're some flat damage, which means all 3 of my weapons are now revolvers. 100% melee damage. We'll take... Oh, I don't know. I mean, we'll take them all and sell them. But that masher, basically it's a shotgun pistol. See? Versus a single shot. Masher, regular. Lovely. Granted, we don't really have any bonuses to pistol usage yet. It won't matter, we'll still absolutely shred things with this. And we barely even have to be accurate, but trust me, there's going to come a time where pistols will be so overpowered for this character, it's going to be great fun. Once we get the Gunslinger class mod, and we get some better stat boosts. But yeah, took him down fast. What's this? An incendiary heavy machine gun. To be fair, we still do need fire. So, yeah. And a rocket launcher, but I don't ever use the rocket launchers in this game. Time for our first real challenge, in terms of bosses anyway. And I think we're starting to get to the point where textures are beginning to struggle to load in. You remember I said at the start where this version of the game has got some sort of problem with textures not loading in as they should once you've been playing the game for a few hours. I think we're starting to get there. Jesus Christ. Get out my face. He's got a lot of health. He's got a lot of health. Uh-oh. It should be okay if we can drop him. I don't want to be anywhere near Sledge, though. And so we can drop most things with crit hits from this, but it's really hard to hit Sledge critically. But... Sledge. There we go. And he drops his cool shotgun. Why is it so dark in this room? Don't remember it usually being this dark. which gives us 150% melee damage, so we will equip that, because that, with our lethal strike, will be pretty lethal. I'm pretty sure this chest is glitched. It never has anything good in it, ever. It's always just like a standalone pistol. Just a crappy pistol. Just one. I don't understand why. But level 20 now, we've got our first class mod. So that means we can start farming for a gunslinger class mod, which will make us way stronger with pistols. Which, we're already pretty strong with the pistols we have, but it can be a lot stronger. I'd also like, at some point, to come across an equalizer revolver, so that I can regenerate ammo for my revolver as well. Can the gunslinger regenerate ammo? I might need to Google that. I don't remember. But we're nearly done with the first area of the game, like every single side quest possible. Time for us to finally leave our hub area and move on to the next zone, now that everything is done. Like, look at all these quests that we've been working our way through. Literally all of them. Spotted the first legendary of the playthrough, a Desert Raven. It's a 5-round burst assault rifle. I ain't buying it, because I don't think it's a very good one, but it is there in the vendor. Not a world drop, but I often do find the first legendary of the playthrough around here. I think it's about level 20 where they can start spawning. What I do want, though, is that gunslinger class mod, so I'm going to quickly save, quit, and farm one of those, because I don't want to wait. Okay. Anything? Rifleman, assassin, scavenger. Nope, quit out. I think I can get one of these done every 30 seconds or so, so it shouldn't take too long. Survivor, assassin, assassin, support gunner. Nope. Come on. Third time lucky. Shock trooper, bombardier, tactician, survivor, and heavy gunner. Ah, dear. Blast master. Ah, gunslinger, but with barely anything on it. Great. Master blaster, assassin, and mercenary. A mercenary with ammo regen. On my last playthrough, I used a mercenary siren, and I didn't get an ammo regen until literally towards the end of my second playthrough. Okay, I found one I'm going to accept. It's not perfect. It's, well, far from perfect, but it'll do. Plus 54% fire rate, 2 loaded, 2 relentless. I think with how low level we are, we're not going to get much else, so... Do we even have anything... So we get a bit of extra relentless damage. What's the other one? Loaded? Or is it... What did I say we got? Loaded and relentless. Where's loaded? Loaded's over here. Yeah, we'll never use that. Great. It's a bit crap. Along with the new area comes lots of new side quests for us to do. And lots more driving too. This area contains one of the more annoying types of missions in the game that thankfully I think there's only maybe 2 of, and it's destroying cars. Because often you're at the mercy of how long it takes for them to come out. And they can deal a decent amount of damage and destroy your car, and if you get knocked out of your car and they run you over, they're a one-shot kill. So yeah, that's one. There's a few different places the cars can spawn, so realistically if you just destroy them as you see them, as you move around doing the side stuff, you'll be alright. But again, you've got to be careful they don't destroy your car, because if they do, you are miles away from other vehicles, in which case quitting out and coming back in is usually the fastest method. We're getting quite lucky here with the car spawns, because there's another one behind me I've just seen. Hang on. And another one back there. Yeah, we're getting really lucky today, without having to wait ages. Sometimes you do have to wait quite a while for these. Or at least quite a while by my patience. We got a new enemy type who, if I remember correctly, don't appear in any of the other Borderlands games at any point. The Scythids? I don't remember them being in even Borderlands 3, which was filled with throwback enemies. I don't know why these guys kind of just got forgotten, but they're cool, because they come in a variety of different, varieties, and drop a lot of experience, especially the larger ones. Like, and they go down pretty easily too. Like, this is a badass that's same level as me, and it's gone. Oh, did it drop a purple? Oh, another one, and I'm out of ammo. I really need that regenning ammo thing for the pistols, because I don't have enough. The good thing is the mission I'm doing right now is taking out Scythids. It's a Magnum. I don't know what's on the floor, but it's a Magnum. Right, hang on. Got corrosive artifact. Get out my face. Yeah, not good enough. And a repeater. Get out my face. And still not a masher. I want a better masher. This mission gives us a taste of some of the endgame enemies that give us tons of experience. This is another good farm. If you just don't turn this mission in or don't go over there. You can kill these aliens over and over again by quitting out and loading back in for some really good XP. I won't do that today, but you can. But they have huge shields, which we can actually circumvent with lightning guns, or the skill that we haven't actually unlocked yet as Gunslinger, as Mordecai. But this Magnum will do the trick regardless. That was 10,000 just for killing that. The hardest part is hitting them with how fast they are. There we go. We have this hugely helpful lightning Magnum that decimates. Fire revolver, it's just worse. Anyway, that was half a level, nearly level 23. We've got tons of stuff to turn in right now. So we've got you, and then what's in here? Something good, please? It never is. It just absolutely never is. Right, let's see if we can get a level from turning everything in. 1, 2. Still not a very good revolver. And another rocket launcher. But we're now level 23, so there's that. Nice. Now for one of my favourite bosses in the franchise, not because he's particularly hard, but because for some reason he's incredibly nostalgic to me. Well, every time I fight him, I'm like, you're smaller than I remember you being as a kid. But I suppose back then it was a smaller TV. If anything, we'd make it feel smaller. I don't know. Anyway, out he comes, and if he roars at me, we'll end him fast. Told you. Nearly in one go. Oh, death in midair. Poor fella. Right. What did you drop? I'll take that, because I could do with a shotgun, to be honest. Revolver. We'll sell everything else. We'll take everything and sell it, because I'm trying to save up enough for some ammo SDUs. They drop a decent amount of stuff, just nothing exactly very useful. Oh, hello. A blast. It's only got 3 shots. I'm going to take him out a few times because my weapons are beginning to get a little bit underleveled for my liking. Second fight's always harder because you don't have the chance to just shoot him in the face straight away, but we're still 3 levels above him, so it's still not going to be a problem. Come on, bro, roar. He can still roar. And if he does, he's done. Come on, bro. He's roaring and I'm out of ammo. Not ideal. Oh, there we go. Shotgun did quick work. Right, what do we get this time? Pretty nice. So he seems to drop 2 purples every time. Okay. But other than that, it is just a load of crap. Literally just crap. Crap. More crap. I'll do this until I'm level 24. Won't be long. Oh, this time he's roaring straight away. Laser or not, won't matter. Really? Where's my shots gone, bro? Felt like only half of them registered. I mean, you're still done. What level is this masher? Because I bet it's severely underleveled versus my level. But it's still getting work done against everything. Right, what did we get this time? We got another artifact. And it is for us. Got a caustic pounder. Ooh, what are you? A burning revolver. At level 15 though, it's a bit crap. Like, it has half the damage of my lightning revolver. So I'll take it to sell it, but still, I'm not exactly finding good weapon replacements here, am I? No. Right, one more time. Well, once again. As if the exact same amount of damage was done the second time. Oh well. Right. I don't think we're going to level up from this, but we don't need to. We'll level up from, like, anything after this, really. And then we'll hit level 24, which is interesting, because level 25 was the original level cap for this game, and we're nearly halfway there. Okay. Got a nice new shield, we'll take that. Ooh, hello. Yeah, you're an improvement. Still only 2 in the chamber, though. It's like... pretty quick reload. Nice scope on it. Not exactly a replacement for the masher, because it's a different use case, but... still, don't you normally drop 2 purples? Or did that... oh yeah, the shield I picked up counted, I suppose. Okay. Oh well, sell everything else. And then we should have enough money to go to the DLC and buy the maxed out SDU for the Magnum. Okay, let's check that, shall we? So if we go to the DLC right now, T-Bone Junction, we should be able to buy the best SDU for ammo. So in the game, to increase your max ammo, you can buy them. But you're supposed to buy them in the same tiers as your weapons are. So like white, green, blue, orange, purple, orange. But if you go straight to the DLC, it has the orange ones at any point. The problem is that you can't afford them, because technically everything here is like level 50 and will just wreck you. But I think I've saved enough money to buy one. Yeah, 22,000 for each one. No, 223,000. Yeah, so look, level 35 the missions here. We can't do them, but well, we can do a couple. But this is what I came here for, the revolver SDU. So right now I can hold 60 rounds for my revolver. Now I can hold 160. Okay, next boss fight is kind of an annoying one because it's a car fight, and again, if you get run over, you're done. But I'm going to get out the car because you deal more damage with my weapons than the car will. Mad Mel. Out my face. We're 5 levels above, but the problem is that my gun is like level 11, so it's starting to get quite weak. Well, weaker relative. No. Where are you at? No, really, where is it? Where is Mel? There he was. Now, hopefully my car did not get destroyed during all that. We can get straight back in it and leave. Nice. And now for the final safe haven of the game. Well, New Haven. I didn't even mean that. But yeah, this is where the hub for the rest of the game is, really. Because we're like, probably about halfway, if not a little bit more than halfway through. We just unlocked our 4th weapon slot. Okay, and with that, loads of new side quests. We'll go do the Arid Badlands ones first, because they're back where we came from. And we can just straight up teleport back there. So if Skagzilla was the first Godzilla reference in terms of the monsters in this game, this is the second one. And this one's usually a little bit of a harder fight, but yeah, we're still 3 levels above. Mothrak. I remember this being a real problem. But there's half its health gone. Maybe as a kid I just didn't know how to build characters. Granted, we still don't really have a build going, it's still just... yeah. Nice. Sadly, the loot from this splatters all over the shop, so God knows what it dropped. But it is pretty massive. Anything, anywhere, of value? I usually just presume not. But yeah, pretty big creature. Guys, we just got really lucky. We got our first equalizer. So each weapon class has a legendary version which regenerates ammo. We can get really lucky and get an equalizer masher. We did not get that lucky, but an equalizer nonetheless means regenerating ammo for our magnums. It's not the fastest, but it's better than nothing, that's for sure. So at least now we can hold that while we're wandering around. Before we leave here, we've got to fight a surprisingly difficult fight against a fella called King Wee Wee. He has a lot of health, and his crit spot seems smaller than average, which might be potentially a joke. Who knows? Uh-oh, we're out of ammo. And I don't exactly have time to stand here and let the regenning gun regen it. Nice. Right, there's a chest in here, right? Yeah. What'd you give me? Something helpful, please? And probably not. Great. This section of the game and its side missions usually takes the longest because it's the biggest open world part, especially considering it's got another one of those journal entries where you got to drive around collecting all 5, but we are about to be done with that. For some reason I've never memorized the locations of these. Like the first journal day entry mission I can do out of order of what it's supposed to be done in, because I know where they all are. This one though, I don't remember, and I don't know why I've never committed it to memory. Would make it a lot easier, wouldn't it? Okay, pick that up. Also, we are becoming much higher level than the enemies we're fighting. Like these guys are now barely giving us enough experience for it to matter. Okay, that guy did, but like the normal enemies. But we got a lot of stuff to turn in. 1, 2... Ooh, that's a lot of bullets, that is. A double Fury that fires 15 bullets a second, but it's a double. So that means it fires 30 rounds a second. That's an ammo drainer. And that's another level as well. Okay. Now we've got a new skill tree to start making our way through. And another. He should give us another one back. Yep. And there should be a few more quests to turn in around here, and maybe a couple more to pick up. Nice. So I found a new masher, but it's only a few levels higher than the one I've already got. So it only actually gives me 2 extra damage per pellet. And it has a slower fire rate, that's not an improvement. You know, believe it or not, we're kind of approaching Endgame now for playthrough 1. Like, there's not too much story left. Like, once you get to Crom's Canyon, which is where I'm at now, there's very little to go. Like, the bulk of the main quests are done, the bulk of the side quests for the game are done. We're approaching level 30. It's home sailing now, really. There's a few quests here and there to clear up, a few quest lines. Nothing crazy, though. Yeah. Here's our next key player, whose textures are not loading in because I've been playing for way too long now. It's like 3.5 hours into the game, something like that. Borderlands 1 is pretty short, even with all the side content being done. I never try and snipe him, because I just find it easy to run up there. Like, I hit him once there and it did nothing, so we're just going to run up there and deal with him. He can't hit us quickly enough. See? And we're here. Now we can just stand in front of him and shoot instead, which is much easier. I know we've still gone down, but it won't matter. Famous last words. Got him. Could have turned around and shot one of these guys, but I wanted him. And I notice how we're still using the same pistol that's from level 11. That's how good the mashes are. We just have yet to find a better one, or better in a meaningful way. Well, there's the next piece. Okay, so working my way through the last of the side missions in the game now, because we are shortly wrapping up the last quest line, so it's now or never, really. There's quite a few to get through, or at least that some of the ones that there are to do are decently long. I suspect that we'll finish these quests at about level 30-ish. Probably finish the playthrough itself at like 32, 34. It kind of depends. We'll see. And despite the fact that I'm not exactly having a difficult time, I still think I'm really undergeared. My gunslinger class mod is awful. My gun is nearly a third the level I am, like the primary gun that I'm using. It's I don't know. I'm not getting very lucky with weapon drops today. I got decently lucky in the early game, and now we're in the mid to late game. Less so in terms of on-build weapons. I've got to collect 3 of those fuses. Nice. I've just found this. I didn't even think you could get these in playthrough 1. It's a combustion hellfire. It's the best fire SMG in the game, or one of. It would have been very helpful on any other character, but I'll take it. It might be useful against some of the bosses that I'm doing less physical damage to, so just watch that. I shot him once, dead, because they just catch fire real easily. This is powerful. The fire rate on it could be way better, but at least it's not a thumper, because there are different kinds of weapon within the same classification quite often, and thumpers are SMGs that have higher base damage, but much slower fire rate, to the point where they're actually single shot, and they're awful. I hate it. And I had a bit of a curse on my last playthrough where for some reason every weapon I was getting was a thumper, like on a build where SMGs were important at that. So that was quite annoying. Hey look, it's another Raven, same one we found earlier on, but this one's corrosive and, you know, I guess still not going to get used. Right, we've got a ton of things to turn in, and this should be a decent chunk of experience. Nice. Nice. And nice. And that's another level. We're now level 31. Cool. Still haven't got a good class mod, though. I've seen a few okay ones, or a few ones that are better than the one I've got, but still nothing worth me actually replacing the one I have with. Bro, what is going on here? How have I come across another one? And I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same one as well. Literally, exactly the same model of Desert Raven, just with slightly different damage and accuracy and a different scope. Slightly different parts. What the hell is going on here? It's been a long time since I've done this Easter egg, but let's go and do it. So when this mission is active that I have right now, there's a door somewhere around here that opens, that will only open during this mission. I just need to find where that door is. Right, pretty sure it's this one. Yep. So this door will only open during this mission. Take the elevator down. Deal with these. Level 30. Interesting. Out my way, lads. Okay. Now then. References. Over here we have the Ryder assault rifle, the Ryder sniper rifle. Pretty sure it's one of only 2 snipers in the game that lack a scope. Pretty cool. And you can only get it during this mission. Okay, time for one of the more iconic bosses. This is, I think they changed the cutscene to this one to try to make it look a little bit less suggestive in the remastered version that I'm playing right now, if we can call it that. Very lightly remastered, if it was remastered at all. But this is also the best way of leveling up in the game, I've found, really. You can just kill this over and over again for like 100,000 experience every single time, and never have to do a side quest again from this point if you want, but we shan't do that today. The eyes are its weak spots. It has a hell of a lot of health. And his eyes do get destroyed as you damage them. That's half health. Come on, Rat Hive, show me your other eyes. Although, that's all 4 gone. So I don't think we can actually critical hit you anymore, so it's just body shots from here on out. I don't think it can hit me with its melee with me stood where I'm stood. It does have a spit attack, I don't know why it's not trying that. But at this rate, by the time it tries that, it's going to be too late, we're going to have won. It's not even used its kamikaze rack attack either, it can send explosive rack after me. It does have moves, it just doesn't seem to want to use them today. Besides that, over and over again, which is never going to work. But, yeah, looks like we win. Was that 21,000 or 201,000? I don't know, it was a lot. Never drops anything good for loot, though. Not that I've seen, anyway. Shield. Still using my level 11 masher, by the way. Still. Right, another area. Another set of cars that we've got to destroy. Like I said, there's only a few times in the game we've got to do it. It's never very fun either time. But, we're level 33, so we're a few levels over again. But I think it's interesting how you do all of the side stuff, and you're still only a couple of levels over. This time we've only got to destroy 4 things. It's just a case of they spawn much slower than that first time. Bit of a problem I do have is we're high enough level that 16 XP for that kill, for example, is almost pointless. Like it's... Well, this guy, 49, yeah, there's no point in me taking some of these guys out. Right, once we take this fella out, whose textures are completely absent now, we've been playing so many hours, just... Yeah, I need to close the game and reopening for this to fix itself. Once he's done, we have the final piece of the key. First we need to get past his bodyguards, who don't seem to be spawning in very quickly. The floor is supposed to open up and 2 large fellas are supposed to come out of it. I can hear it moving. Oh, more large fellas over here, but not the large fellas I'm talking about. Come on, bros. Any second now. This is slowing me down, this is. I've never managed to kill him before actually being allowed to go up there. Oh, here they are. Hans and Franz. Which at this point, with the Hellfire, we can just set fire to them and just... Yeah. One of them will drop before I even have a chance to fire. They'll both drop without me firing another shot. Yep, there you go. Ooh. Ooh, that machine gun looked nice. Hang on, hang on. Hang on, that looked like a straight upgrade. Where was that? Where's it gone? 124 damage per shot. Lovely. But we need to take out Mr. Flint with his rather dangerous shotgun that he has. Bro, I'm going to die. Yep, brilliant. Funny thing is, I don't think he's even got his health back. I don't think, anyway. Where's he gone? Is he over there? Yeah, he is. Jesus, he just does so much damage with his fancy special shotgun. Come on. If I can just stand in your face and shoot you in it, we'll be just fine. Yeah, now we're done. Right, cool. Boomstick. Hi. Bye. Okay, so I've just respec'd into the skill that lets us ignore enemy shields, and now when we run into these aliens now, we just shred them. Just completely shred them, despite how strong they are. Like, this is how we will get lots of levels now, probably, for the foreseeable endgame. Because they can't stop us, like, at all. These Guardian enemies are supposed to be some of the toughest enemies in the game because of their shields. But because of our weapon, they're nothing. Ooh! Oh, that is a naughty weapon. It's the SMG version of the infinite ammo guns, but it's a stinger because of its high fire rate. So it regens ammo pretty quickly at that. That's all we're going to need to finish the game. Lovely stuff. We've gotten decently lucky with legendary weapons, but not exactly... We've had a lot of legendary weapons we're not going to use. Oh yeah, we just shred through things now. Like, we'll be taking down all of the... Like, I'd normally ignore a lot of the aliens because they're so hard to kill. But this time I won't, because as the hunter, they're easy. Because of the ignore the shields skill. If you look at the bottom right corner of the screen, you can see my ammunition regenerating as I'm just walking with this weapon. Lovely. So, as long as I don't go too mental with my fire rate, just clear all the aliens out of the sky. Granted, still need the fire weapon to take out... There you go. Uh-oh. What even took me down there? Where's my fire one? Although you're a badass, you're going to struggle. The infantry, though, if I can hit you. Come on. Lovely. Come on. Die, die. You got so much health, the badass ones. That's where the fire's helpful from that hellfire we got ages ago. It is a shame that we didn't really keep up with getting good revolvers to use this playthrough. Maybe in playthrough 2, I'll farm the treasure room until we get some good ones. Once I've done the main quest. Oh look, a badass guardian. Another one. And he's done. And we leveled up. Level 35. Nice. We are powerhouse in this. Right, this is the final area before the final boss, and it's going to be absolutely filled with aliens. There's a real decent chance that we get to like level 36 by the time we get to the final boss. We'll see. Because of all the aliens. Guardians, whatever you want to call them. The Iridians would be technically accurate. They're so easy to kill versus what they normally are. If I had this weapon on my Siren character at this point in the game... Interestingly, actually, on my Siren character, I had a Masher equalizer right now. So a Masher legendary revolver that regenerated my ammo with the long python-looking barrel. It was brilliant. I was using that at the end of the game. I've got the wrong weapon on the wrong character, basically. I got really lucky, but in the inverse. This weapon would have been perfect for that character, and the weapon that that character had would have been perfect for this character. It's a shame. Oh well. We're only technically halfway done with the game, considering I've got a whole nother playthrough to do, plus some DLC. Granted, the DLCs are all really short on Borderlands 1. Like, I'm going to do one of the DLCs twice, because I want access to the loot room and the extra skill point you get from doing it that's absent from level ups. Just like I said, as we approach the end of the area, we're about to hit level 36. A couple more aliens and we'll be there. Come on, give it me. There it is, 36. That'll be our last level of playthrough 1. What do we want? What do we want? What do I want here? Fire rate with pistols? Suppose. Yeah, whatever. Time for our final boss, the Destroyer, who I would imagine is going down pretty rapidly once I start focusing some damage on that eye. Ooh, not that slow, not that quickly. Gotta be careful here, because it could actually really hurt me. I don't know what to shoot it with. Sniper? Looks like the SMG was the best bet. As you can see, final boss, It's very engaging. I just went down for a split second there. Did you see that? Any second now. He is done. Nice. Final boss over. Okay, so our reward is a few chests. These weren't even here in the original version of the game. If you remember at the start of this playthrough, I got some legendary weapons as pre-order bonus or whatever it was. Well, we have a chance at getting leveled up versions of those now as well. So we'll take a look in a sec. Come on, give me a better masher. Somebody give me a better masher. It does not look like I'm getting a better masher. Here's my upgraded weapon, the Sucker Punch. 500% melee damage. That would have been awesome with the lethal strike thing that I had available. I've not really used that since early on in the playthrough. Better shield. Still no better class mod though. Another magnum, but nothing of use. Yeah, everything's a bit crap. Anyway, that's the end of playthrough 1. Let me show you something. Let me show you how this works. So now if I just quit out to the main menu, give it a sec to load. When I select the character, it'll give me the option of loading into playthrough 2 rather than playthrough 1. Which is basically you do the entire game again, but you keep all your stuff. Everything is higher leveled, you get better weapons, and everything gets a different name. And you get to continue on leveling until like level 69, something like that, which will begin tomorrow. But first I need to do the DLC 4 in playthrough 1 to get some better equipment for playthrough 2 and get the skill point. But that's tomorrow's job. But for now, let's get this put on the gamelog, shall we? Again. Some people would be like, oh, it doesn't count if you beat something more than once. Well, it's my gamelog and it's my rules, so it does. That's Borderlands. On the log on the 30th. In one sitting again. Literally, start to finish, every single mission, every single side quest in the main game in one sitting. It's been a good day. I'm dieting at the minute, so anything I can do to just not be eating is good. Let's take a look at how many times Borderlands 1 is on here now, shall we? So the name Borderlands in its entirety now appears 40 times. And if we just go to the first time was Borderlands 2, so that doesn't count. We're just going to count Borderlands 1 here, so let me zoom in to make it easier for you guys to see. I don't know if it'll focus enough for you to read it, but it'll be easier that way, I'm sure. So, Borderlands 1 is there once. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So that is the 22nd time in 5 years that I've beaten Borderlands 1. How many times is it this year alone? 1, 2, 3, and then scroll up a bit. 4, 5. I've beaten it 5 times since April 6th. So 5 times in 6 months alone. 7 times this year. That is stupid. I imagine I've done that. Like, hang on. How many games have I played through this year? I bet it's like 101 now. Yeah, I've beaten 101 games this year, and 7 of them were Borderlands 1. And I've still got another playthrough of Borderlands 1 to go, so it's going to be at least 8. I thought I played through it a lot last year. Like, last year I did quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. Hang on. Any more last year, or is that it? Nope, there is more. 9, 10. 10. So, last year I played through Borderlands 1 10 times. This year I've played it 7 times so far, and it will be 8 once the next playthrough is done. So, 18 times in the last 2 years. Okay, Borderlands 1 might be my favourite game. I suppose by numbers I've got to state that, haven't I? So everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're not done yet, of course. We've got some DLC and a whole nother playthrough to do, so that'll be in Borderlands Day 2, which I don't know if that'll be tomorrow, but we'll see. See you later.